deeper setup here. You can see Yedajay just trying to create that structure for him to play under, create some safety. He under some stress. It looks like he is. Outstays his welcome, and Alpha reclaims tree.
That's a captain is going to be called upon here, but actually Boaster finds it. So down to 3 now for Fnatic. 4 standing will find the plant.
Big situation for them here. Fnatic are looking a little worse for it, but this would be stunning, and it is. Alpha plays patiently, punishing the push up from Zeus on the flank, but now we're down to 2. This could be heaven sent for Fnatic. Chronicle does get the upgrade, but we know NA does it better with that thing. Can the rest of FUT find all these Fnatic players? I don't know if they can. The time alone is a factor. Double swing and double hold. Perfectly done. Fnatic in control.
Chronicle will catch him. Spike now noted as well. She's able to get away from that, but Alpha's found the back half of this. Yedajay crashes and found the second.
And the push and pull between these guys is fantastic. Again, you saw the kind of consideration wanting to get towards that mail room initially, right? That first step towards it, Kron's caught the cross. And then this back and forth, that little 1-2 over towards A. And instantly look at the new reposition coming out from, I believe that's Alpha and Kron up towards Heaven, making it near on inaccessible. Look at it. And then just a jump spot for Crashy's hit. There it is, info, that's both. And beautiful shot from out of Captain, but the numbers just simply not there. Fnatic gonna catch at least one. Alpha's response is to send the rocket, and it's got the damage. Crashy's in the meantime played it forward. I like that initiative. Play it deeper in towards main. He does get traded out on in the end though by Yedajay. Now you're looking at Alpha in the off angle. Tricky timing on this. Boombot, I don't think found its man.
It's still going to be noted as well. On the back of that, Yedajay, luckily, find that one to Kayak just before he strikes.
But do they still know about Alpha? They've got to know he was here. That Boombot went in not long ago, but the satchel divides and conquers. Alpha knocks down 2, making his 3rd. The kind of positioning from FUT, how deep they're... Oh, okay. Committing to that do or die time really here. And it looks like die's the option they pick. Chronicle slowly but surely hunting. Trying to find him, and it's Alpha to claim. A bit of a fizzle out at the end there, but Fnatic looking fantastic, Mike. I don't think many of us were worried after the loss to Heretics. I think a lot of us going, play that sets the stage going forward.
And already, Alpha, yeah, he basically just had to shoot down at his own feet, but that is Camo gone seconds into the round.
Yeah, hand delivered, the Prowler goes up, and when it doesn't get contact, they think that the space is free, but what a nasty surprise it is as you hear that voice line delivered. The rocket fired in, 2 players down below. They've got a trap set and sprung with the spike now under their control. It's only Chronicle needed, but no. I mean, the position's now down on bottom mid. The only thing going for him is they don't know where he's going to come from. They've set up a big swing, but it's for him coming from the attacker side. He can isolate the first duel, but he's down to 2 HP. Well handled, and Alfajer.
An aggressive position to say the least, but with Nats and Camo gone, it's about as good as it gets. Maybe you would have wanted to take Kiko, and look at the push that's already coming through from Crashies. They have this round sewn up. They know exactly where their opponents are. They've trapped them into the tiniest of boxes. Well, maybe if they went vents, there'd be a chance, Mitch, but they're not going vents.
So many things they could have done there, but just sending Alfajer to swing out wide.
The impact rounds. More Chronicle. A lot of the time, Mr. Impact has been taken out. Pressure on the other side. No way! Was Alfajer got away with that one. 6 HP, styling on that.
Firm, spike down. 25 seconds, flash out, but it's Kayak to fall. Chronicle not landing his shots either, and now they're wrapping around the side. He deals with that, or tries to, but Camo with another has opened up this site. A plant secured, and a Viper's Pit to play inside of Alfajer, though. It's a target-rich environment, and he'll find one as Boaster sprays down a double in the elbow. Camo out of that dimension, and out of the map, as 13-10 is locked in. But now being in a pretty reasonable spot. Camo, I mean, that is not pretty. Caught out by the salvos. His support taken down too as Kiko falls. It's a 5 versus 3 and an immediate advantage for Fnatic.
It just tried to catch the timing running through the salvos, but that has not worked out at all. The sheer level of aggression is met by the patience of this Fnatic squad, and Alfajer already looking comfortable once again. Only Serial standing, and sure, he gets his man and another. Done well. There's so many odds being thrown through. They left them in a trap. While the pace this time has been stopped. That's the other thing. We talk about the mentality for Fnatic, but if they can stop their opponents from running and gunning and making their way into the sites with ease, this can become a very different half. Already a two-man advantage, but site looking to fall. Well, Nats is always careful, but Kiko wasn't. And now Serial, all that remains.
Alfajer doing well too. I mean, there's been a couple of sneaky positions that he's just been rooted out of.
To try and turn the tide, and maybe a Kayak 3K will help them out.
Winners of stage 1 last year on the ropes, 4 rounds, and a disadvantage here in the pistol. Kayak, he'd been putting up 3Ks, 3 in a row, but now he's put to bed early. Damage onto Alfajer in this 2 versus 2. Oh, he's almost finished off by Nats, but the wall gets in the way. Still a chance for Fnatic, but time is ticking. They need to force the fight, and Alpha successfully takes Nats out, leaves it onto Serial. He's had a rougher performance so far, but this could be his round to bury the hatchet in the backs of Fnatic. Team Liquid, they're going to be forcing the fight, actually. The salvo is putting them out in the open. There goes one for Nats. Not like this, surely, as Camo falls. The weapon to be recovered up top is nothing really to write home about. Alfajer again, bailing them out of a bad situation.
Already, oh, what? There's just a few pieces missing, but it doesn't seem like it. An immediate pop of the ult wasn't even the party piece of the round. Alfajer has popped 2 heads, and that's it, it's done. 10 already for Fnatic.
Nats still has a safe angle. They might not expect that. They've seen him now. Boaster and Chronicle finding 2. This could be it. The final domino set to fall. Team Liquid dig deep with Patatek on 1, but he's immediately traded out. It's Camo who has to find success. The spike right in front of him, and now on the floor. Alfajer has to move back to get it. Camo in his way, but it will fall! A red ball clutch from Alfajer to send Fnatic to Toronto.
The opening advantage.
Oh, that timing perfect on the swing. Alfajer took a while to get there. He's a little quicker. Swinging on to Boo, though. Benji Fishy only got 1 last round. He wasn't happy with that. Steps up for a second, but not quite the third. It's Alfajer to take it across the line. Putting just Rienz up against the rest. They know exactly where he is. He's tripping wires, he's caught by the ult, and now he's in a fight with Kayak. Heard a lot of utility, they heard steps, so they know there's space, and Alpha has just walked out of heaven, taken down Vct with ease, and the B site open for the plant. Boaster gets a little too aggressive, punished for it, expecting a gap, and there certainly was not one there. But a 4v4 post plant for Fnatic as a result. The camera even spotting this 2-man north side push. A lot of information now for that attacking side to work with.
Managed to at least reclaim the ramp. And Alfajer already picking off Benji. This is looking like a second pistol potentially going their way. They're going to have one of these fights going their way. And in fact, it's gone completely wrong, Rienz, though. Never count him out. The salvos will buy that extra time. That's a bigger issue. He was hoping to force players in. He's actually clipped it. And now an aftershock as well. The 2 players you didn't want to come up against.
There it is activated. But Miniboo's the first to draw blood. It's Benji under the pressure as predicted. Miniboo to fall as well. Numbers kept even, but the attack side has space. Rolling Thunder keeps the spike in the defender's hands. They've got it dropped in towards main for now, but Alfajer with a quick double puts this one to bed, smoking off the spike and taking it from under Rien's nose. And now a 1 versus 3. A big play coming in as well. Down below you can see that Alpha is lurking, making his way around to close this out from behind. Rien's worried about the players in main. Now he's got an idea, though. Alpha hits the shot anyways. Some ground, the 2 being pushed, but Heretics are ready. Benji Fishy watching that alongside Boo, and they'll find the opening pick as a result. They even suspect that he wasn't alone, but Crashies bides his time. Unfortunately, Alpha's isolated. He's still alive. 1 shot left.
2 slows and the wall available. They're walking straight into that crosshair, but Miniboo is going to find the trade. At least it's not another flawless. We're not getting the 3-peat of Inzo flawlesses, but that's a bit of a silver lining. Benji's done well. Chronicle down. Still the salvos coming into play. Crashy's got to be the most irritating Teo to play against. with the timing. But Woot has found some space. Unexpected, not known, but Alfajer quick on the train, in fact.
So they can't turn back here. There's plenty of players waiting. In goes the Armageddon. It's caught one. Rienz is down. Woot forced into the open. And now the round seems to be in Fnatic's favor. A lot of ground to cover by Miniboo, by Boo. The pit falls and they know where he's coming from. They'll drop him right away. Grand finals bound are Fnatic. The first team to grace that upper spot. And they do it. Pass the test of Team Heretics with flying colors.
Might be in trouble here as a bouncing Alpha flies over. It's Chronicle to claim the kill, but now Benji should be noted. That Viper util. But it is going to be go time right about now. The layers of utility go in and Alpha is flying straight away and no one is looking his way. You can't let Alpha go unchecked like this. Ooh, putting up the best stand he can. But he's 5 HP. Oh my God. You got something for us, NT. That he gets to work with. Still posted up on the angle, not able to be forced away here. Miniboo, it feels really hard. Suppressed now on top, so he can't even springboard in. And the map gets close. Look at Alpha's position. As much as they may want to try and join Benji on B, there's a man stopping you. You've got to look at Alpha here. Catching that cross. Oh, it's just simply lovely. Nice, the post plant is still a problem as well. Retake solid, and Alpha sharp as ever. 2 kills.
No.
Oh
my God.
Miniboo back on a tear though. He's fighting back, trying to activate, trying to give him a chance. Try and do anything. Held back by a wall, denied the chance to punish the res, I guess, at this point, but it's still a 4v3.
Desperately trying to get Miniboo back out from behind enemy lines here, but 38 HP, he's feeling the pressure.
Yeah, but he could try and come up with the goods. No, dealt with by Crash. He's isolated, as you said. Boo and Benji on those back lines now got an army to face. They take down the majority. And now the 1-for-1. You got to mark your man here. Alpha up against Benji. Alpha's already had so much impact. He comes flying in. Benji holds. No one wanting to break the silence until then. Woot not leaving that angle. Going to get another as well. Crashy's determined to try and trade it, but there's no trade coming in.
Pressure coming through from main though. Do they? Can't quite pin down the plant. Woot finds a third though.
Okay.
Right, finally shuts him down. There's 2 of his own.
No way! Alpha helping him out on that one for Benji. We know this kid can clutch. We know he's good for it, and Kayak's barely alive. He's going to get it to half, but a 1v1 now. And it's going to be a fair fight. The spray for Alpha.
To invest the ultimate as well. Kayak now slipping ahead of these smokes now. We'll find one. Miniboo will fall. Spots Boo as well.
Oh, he's done wonders here. So much from him, but Boo withstands. I thought that was on the money, but no. Crashes is cleared. Heretics not down yet. Alpha called upon 1v1. Oh, he's got it this time. It's the Heretics' eye. Alpha to try and complement the cross, but Miniboo's going to get the 1v1. Wins it on the crouch peak. Now down to Kron and Alpha. Kron takes away Miniboo. Down to Boo and Rienz. Trying to build in. Held back again. Oh, it's huge. Util poured on, force forward. Alpha strikes and Chronicle off the train. Fnatic reminding everyone who they are.
A fantastic performance here in the grand finals. A clean 3-0. Heretics coming alive, fighting to the bitter end, but